Testing. 1, 2. Is this thing on? I think so. Let's go. Hi, everybody. I am DeWine. Welcome to my channel, With Love DeWine. First of all, what can you expect from my channel? Before I introduce myself, before I talk about what I want to talk about today, let me slow down because I talk really fast. I am mostly going to be talking about books, so reviewing my favorite books, book hauls, rants, books I wish I wouldn't have read, all the things book related. Book writing sessions. I am in the process of writing my first book, so I'm going to take y'all along for that process, show y'all how I outline my chapters, how we do, the characters and whatnot. Not too much on the plot though, because we're not stealing ideas around here. Travel. I travel a lot, so traveling vlogs. Lego building. I am new to the world of Lego building, but I am infatuated with it. I love it. So I am going to take y'all through that journey of me building out Lego sets, what Lego sets I want, kind of like a TBR but for Legos. And then whatever other hobbies I like along the way and pick up along the way. That's pretty much it. So yeah, all those things. A couple fast facts. I am a creative and serial hobbyist, which is what inspired this channel. I kid you not. I just love creating and making things and doing and exploring and seeing how far I can go to create something. And I just love learning new things and picking up things along the way in life. I've always loved reading since a kid. I know everybody says that, I feel like, but I kid you not, I'm so for real. When I had to be the line leader in school, I was leading the line and reading a book. I was getting in trouble in class for reading. For talking to, but for reading when I should have been listening to the teacher. But yeah, I love reading. So much so that I was an English teacher for 3 years. But that's done. It's a wrap. I am grateful for every experience and opportunity in life, but I'm glad that chapter of my life, oh, no pun intended, but I'm glad that chapter is closed for real. Professionally, I am a communication specialist. I really love public relations. I've worked in that sector the longest. I worked in marketing, community relations. I'm currently a corporate internal communication specialist. But that's not what this channel is about. We're not talking about work things here. I love shows about like police officers, lawyers, and women in power. For some reason, I always have. Lastly, God is a big and integral, literally all of my life. And when I say that, I really do mean that. So yeah, that's some fast facts about me. Let's talk about my 2025 reading goals. So my current bookshelf, whether audio, ebook, or my physical bookshelf, I have always since I want to say like middle school, I've always loved historical fiction. I've carried the love for historical fiction over into my adulthood. And this is of any group. It can be African American. Though African American is at the top of the list for me. But it can be any group of people, any demographic. I just love historical fiction. I love to learn in a way, for me, that's still entertaining. My current bookshelf, a lot of African American leads, clean, no spice, closed door romance. I do like a good drama, but my goal is to widen my variety of genres that I read this year. Just because I had kind of felt like I had gotten so in a box over the past year or so, but I do want to expand and do more nonfiction books. I love a good mystery novel, so including some more mystery, and yeah, seeing what else I can find out there. Because I spend a lot of my time reading, I do want to be more intentional about what I am reading and the content, and again the time that I spend reading. So that's one goal, just widening my variety of books that I'm reading. I don't have a set number of books that I would like to read this year. That's never been a goal of mine. I don't think it ever will be, just because I read so much anyway. And now that I have tapped into audiobooks, I mean, like, I listen to audiobooks while I'm at work. So, I mean, I also count that as reading. I don't have a number of books that I want to read this year. I mean, I don't really. To me, if that's your cup of tea, if that's your jam, that's your jam. To me, it doesn't make sense for me to do. Reading and studying more of the Bible. I am going to take y'all along the journey of like what that looks like. I'm not going to be telling you what to study. I'm just going to be showing you what I study and how I study, and possibly show y'all like me making a study plan, maybe like for the week or for the month, or just however I choose to do it. Goal number 3 is to finish the actual physical books that I have before buying more. Which again, the Libby app and library and all of that has made it so super hard, because it's like, oh, I can just go and borrow a book from Libby, or I can just go to the library. When I have a whole, I kid you not, like 15-20 books at home, that's probably not a lot to some, but for me to just keep buying more books and you have a whole 15-20 books at home that you haven't read, that's actually insane. I talked about traveling being a big part of like what this channel is also going to be about. This year I am going on my very first cruise in a couple months. Actually, not a couple months, because we gotta wait for like early summer to get here. Not hurricane season, but before hurricane season. I am going on a cross country trip, and that's gonna be a secret. I can't wait to share that whole process and vlog with y'all. And that is also my first time doing that kind of trip as well. I've never done like a cross country trip. So I'm really excited, and just, I know it's going to be super fun. But for the past couple of years, I've really been wanting to go to Alaska. So I hope that we can squeeze Alaska in this year. We'll see. Last year we did London, Paris. I went to New York, Jersey. I feel like I went a couple other places. I just can't remember where. The year before that, I did Nigeria, New York. I'm sorry, not New York. Virginia, DC, Baltimore. I believe that was that year. If I'm not mistaken, that might have been the year before that. Who knows, girl? We were really looking forward to one particular international trip we wanted to do this year. But I don't think we're going to be able to do it this year, just with the other things that we have lined up, and things we're trying to do, goals we're trying to reach. So I think that one's going to be pushed off to 2026. But hopefully, God willing, we'll be able to take that trip and I'll be able to share with y'all. That's it on travel plans. So let's talk about the physical TBR books that I need to read. We have the 12-week year. Get more done in 12 weeks, then more people get done in 12 months. And this is by Brian P. Morin and Michael Lennington. Permission to Dream by Chris Gardner. Jason Reynolds, this is his book Lou, and this is actually a series. I have one other book in the series. I didn't realize it was a series when I bought it, but I do want to go back and get the other ones. The other book that I have in the series is Ghost. I think the other two are Patina and Sunny. And I'm a big fan of YA, so y'all, we're going to talk about a lot of YA on my channel. The House on Mango Street, this book is like, this has been out as long as I've been alive. And this is by Sandra Cisneros. Voices of Freedom, a documentary history. This is by Eric Foner. The Street by Ann Petrie. Brooklyn by Calm Tobin. The Liberian Spy by Madeline Martin. Eli's Promise. This was actually the very first gift I received from my non-director. It was actually a blind date with a book. And this was such a sweet idea, because I had wanted one for a while. She didn't know that, but she got me this, and this was the book this was the book. It is by Ronald Bolson. Looking at my Libby account, some of the books that I have TBR'd are What the Flyer Flies. I'm saying it wrong. How do you say it? What the Fireflies Knew. Jesus Christ. By Kai Harris. We have Sweetness in the Skin by, I believe it's Ishi Robinson. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Why did I TBR this book? I don't know. But yeah, it's a couple other books I have on there, but I'm getting sleepy and I'm hungry. But yeah, that's pretty much, I feel like I've said so many times, y'all. But that is pretty much it. I'm so excited to take y'all on this journey with me. I'm just sharing the things that I enjoy to do, sharing about the many books that I read, sharing about my travels, sharing about the projects that I'm working on this year. I'm so excited. If y'all have anything that y'all want to see on the page, please feel free to share in the comments. If you have any reading goals that you want to share with me, any books that are in your TBR that you think I should check out, travel plans, whatever you want to share, share it in the comments. Thank you for tuning in and make sure you subscribe.